Hey, this video is to support you with completing the IXL practice for solving two-step equations. This means that there are more than one step to get to your variable, to solve for your variable. And remember, our variable is the unknown number, and it's being represented with a letter, okay? This is the variable, okay? In this case, our variable is the letter V, and we have the equation 31 plus 7V equals 94. And remember a couple of things. We have our operations. We have 4 operations. We have addition and subtraction. We have multiplication and division. These go together, and these go together to undo. They're inverse or opposite, right? Opposite of each other, and they undo the other operation. Let me clear this puppy out of the way here. So I have to balance my equation. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. And we also work in reverse order from our order of operations. So I have PEMDAS, and I go backwards. So the first thing I'm going to start with when I have a variable is anything that's addition or subtraction. Well, I have this 31 over here. And we know that with the associative property, I could write this as 7V plus 31. This is an unknown 31, or this is an invisible, there's an invisible plus sign right here, right? Because we know that if it's a positive number, we just leave it without a sign before it. So plus 31, the opposite of that is to subtract 31. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I could use my hundredths chart and go 94 take away 31, or I could just subtract using regrouping. So 4 take away 1 is 3, 9 take away 3 is 6. That's going to equal my 7V. But am I done yet? Do I have my variable all by itself? No. I still show that I'm multiplying 7 times V, because anytime I have a letter next to a number, in between that is this kind of invisible. We don't use a symbol. We just take a shortcut. But I know that that's multiplying. Okay, that's the same as multiplying 7 groups of V. So I have to do the opposite. Well, what's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. That's going to get my cancel out each other to get my V all by itself. 63 divided by 7. I can use my fact chart by looking at my 7s. What number do I multiply 7 by to get to 63? It's 9. V is going to equal 9. And I can check my work by going back in and substituting V in. 31 plus 7 times 9 equals 94. 7 times 9 is 63. If I add that to 31, 3 plus 1 is 4, 6 plus 3 is 9, 94 equals 94, check. And I have completed it. So I know that V is equal to 9. Oh, this is a good one. I'm glad they gave us a second one like this so that we could talk about it. Okay, so in this case, we have 20 over J, or divided by J, equals 4. Well, I know that whatever I multiply, I know that 4 times J or J times 4, either way I write that, is going to equal 20. So I can actually rewrite this equation to make it a little bit easier to see. I can get this because I know I could do the reverse operation, right? And multiply J times J to get rid of it. But then I have to still move it to this side. That just helps me rewrite it like this. 20 equals 4J. Do I have J all by itself still? No, I don't have it yet. I I still have to get j all by itself. I'm going to do the opposite operation to get rid of my 4 because I can work with that. I can take 20 divided by 4, and that's going to give me j. J equals 5. Because I know that 4 times 5 equals 20. I can go back and substitute this. If I take 20 divided by 5, is that going to equal 4? 4 equals 4. It sure does. Let me go back in and type my 5. Boom. All right. Hopefully this helps you.